All right, folks, it's Thursday. It means it's time for the randomizer draft. Last year, I did it with Mike the Hitman, and I said, I got to keep getting these fantasy footballer guys in here to battle the wheel. So tonight, we rumble with Andy Holloway, the man who is excited to watch his sons play later tonight. But before that, it's time to deal with the wheel.
He's the worst host I've ever seen in my life.
Tell me what to start typing. That's not low-key thick. That's high-key thick. Matthew Berry's 101 is Logan Thomas. Wow. You're in post-production on a character named Montgomery Rush. David Montgomery, the Rusher?
How the fuck did you do that?
Are you a Jimmy G girl?
Yes!
It's Andy Holloway from the Fantasy Footballers. How we doing, Andy?
Oh, I'm doing well. You're right. I am ready for this Suns game tonight. We only get this once every 12 years. It's like the cicadas that come out from beneath the ground. We get Suns playoff basketball every 12 years, so I'm stoked.
Yeah, I'm not calling you a bandwagon fan, but I am curious, where does your level of Suns fandom reside? Do you watch regularly throughout the season? And I will say this as a guy who once only watched the Colorado Rockies play in the playoffs. I didn't watch them at all in the regular season, so I'm pro bandwagon.
I have become a fair weather fan since fatherhood. That is what I've decided.
Okay.
Once responsibilities piled up and I had to chase kids around, I was like, you got to earn more of my attention. I watched them quite a bit this year. I was a diehard growing up. I mean, I'm born and raised in Phoenix. KJ and Marley and those Suns teams, we got spoiled, and it's been a rough run, and they've earned my attention again. Yeah,
they are a very fun team, looking good here. Did you end up being pro play-in game or anti play-in game? Because it seems like it's wherever your interests specifically lie.
You know what? I thought I was anti, but then this year redeemed that entirely for me. So I think I'm pro play-in game, although the Suns getting stuck with, this often injured, really should be a 2 seed or something Lakers team is not making me too happy.
Yeah, I feel that. Well, tonight I did see a few Suns-related prompts have made it onto the wheel. And nice. For those of you guys who aren't familiar with what's about to happen tonight, I have a wheel that I have packed with suggestions that Discord and Twitter has helped us put together. These are all very specific to Andy Holloway, and we are going to spin this wheel before every pick of our draft tonight. And we must do what the wheel says, Andy. I just want to make sure you are, willing to go into this with me.
I'm committed. Well, let's do it.
Awesome. So what I'm going to do right now is I am going to post the link to the draft in the Discord. And you guys can now join us here. And we will be off to the races in a second. And the thing I always personally sweat, Andy, is where our draft slot is. Because if we pick at the turn, it gets really chaotic having to do two
back-to-back spins. Oh, man.
It's very bad. It's really bad. And you saw in that little intro video, the first clip was your co-host, Hitman, calling me the worst host of all time. So it's rough.
Oh, he was calling you that? He wasn't calling me the worst host of all time?
He was actually calling me that.
Okay. Now I feel much better.
Do you consider yourself co-host, or do you feel like you are the main driver host?
I'm the dad for sure. I keep the kids in line. So there's a level of co-host and just papa host on the table there.
There you go. So I just noticed I'm getting my screen share locked in. We did draw the number 2 spot. So we're gonna spin right now because we got my guy.
We need a head start.
We need the head start here.
Number 2. All right.
Number 2. Ooh. Okay, this is dangerous. Are you familiar with the game Lauden Thinks, Andy?
I am not.
So Lauden Thinks is basically just a guessing game where the real answer doesn't matter. It just matters what the other person thinks, and you're trying to guess what they think. Kind of like apples to apples.
Ooh, okay. All right.
But for that. So this prompt is, Andy guesses how many fantasy points Pete thinks Chase Edmonds scores in 2021. Should we agree on what? Full point PPR?
Okay,
half?
Go full point. Yeah, that's fine. Full point's fine.
Actually, we're doing this on Underdog. They're half point PPR. Why don't we go half point?
Okay. All right.
If within 7 points, this is a narrow window, Willis. We get to pick whoever we want. If not, we have to draft Travis Etienne, who I know you hate that pick, or Eno Benjamin.
Wow. Okay. So I got to take a shot here.
Yeah.
Half point, Chase Edmonds. I'm going to go.
Hang on. Let me write my answer down.
Okay. You don't have it yet. All right.
Yeah. And God, this is where I can't even think through like what's a reasonable
17
amount.
times.
Okay. We are on the clock. So you got to pick. Say your number.
160.
Okay. I said 221.
Oh, man.
Who do you want to pick? Travis Etienne or Benjamin?
You have to take Etienne. Yeah, take Etienne. That's just fine.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because there was in the Discord today, they posted your tweet from when the Jags drafted, which I think it's okay.
I actually like Travis Etienne. This was a punch me in the James Robinson. That was the problem with the pick at the time. And I'm a big James Robinson fan, and now I'm just sad.
I feel like they did him so dirty, right? Like, what more can you want from James Robinson? And he delivers in the worst possible scenario, and this is how you treat him?
It was tough because I feel like these like undrafted stars like Lindsey and Robinson, they wear like a scarlet letter of being undrafted, and it doesn't matter what they do on the field. It's like, I don't know if Urban Meyer was like, hey, I didn't pick you, so what you did doesn't matter. I don't know what it was, but it feels like they did him dirty. He wants to build his own team and have his own glory.
Yeah, and I always feel like it was the getting Etienne paired up with Trevor Lawrence, keep your franchise quarterback happy. I feel like we see all these nepotism decisions. Then Urban Meyer's bringing in Tim Tebow, can't we just pick the best players, Andy?
Not possible. No, you must please the man in charge, or Joe Burrow getting Jamar Chase instead of a offensive lineman. You just... Patrick Mahomes made the Clyde Edwards pick, right? So I don't know if the GMs are doing anything anymore.
I can't help but notice this comment from a Mike Wright. Andy smells like a hedgehog. Is that actually Mike in that piano photo there?
That is Mike. Yeah, that's a classic Mike Wright photo from many, many years ago. Probably 15.
Mike Wright looks like he is a youth pastor at a mega church.
There you go. You're darn right. Yes, he is the smartest homeless guy I know.
He's got that hip vibe, how you doing, fellow kids? But I got a beard and a beanie, so I'm cool, right?
That's right. I love it. Take the shot. You owe him a few based on that clip. Yeah.
I do. Yeah. I've been ready to settle that score for about 12 months now. And I finally got my shots off. So the other part of that prompt, Benjamin, where are you at? Like, how ambiguous do you actually think the Arizona Cardinals backfield is?
Yeah. I think it's just the two guys. I think Connor, they'll give him a ton of early down work, probably more than anybody who likes Chase Edmonds will want. And, Edmonds is the better player, better pass catcher. So, yeah, I'm not super excited. We were talking today about the fact that, Kenyon Drake had a pretty good season, even though most people thought he was no good. So, not bad.
Okay, here's another one. This says it's from me. That was a mistake. This was from RKFD, who submitted a ton of great suggestions here. Test Pete's research. Without any hints, Pete must guess how many episodes of the Fantasy Footballers there have been. If he's within 25 in either direction, draft whoever you want. If he isn't, you must draft a player who was a rookie during the Footballers' inaugural season. Man. I didn't cheat on this. I have one really good data point, which is I know you guys celebrated your 1,000th anniversary last year. So that gave me a very good...
We have a shot here. We have a shot to get a good pick.
We have a shot. Now I want to say the problem is I can't remember when exactly that was. You guys do a lot of episodes. This is my guess.
All right.
My guess is you guys are to 1,150 episodes.
Oh no. Uh-oh. We're only on 1058. 1058. Which means we've got 2015 rookies to choose from?
Okay, yeah. So now I need to read this. If he isn't, you must draft a player who is a rookie during the Footballers' inaugural season. So what year were you guys debuting?
2015. 2015 season.
Okay.
So that's the Winston draft.
Okay. Let's pull this up here.
You could go. Is that Amari? I think that might be Amari Cooper.
Okay, that sounds nice here.
I think that's the Gurley draft.
Oh man.
I would stay away from that.
Yeah, let's not do that. You're
Who do
right.
you got?
Amari.
Okay. Yeah, Amari.
Melvin Gordon.
All right.
Let's see if the chat wants to help us out. Tyler Lockett.
Okay.
Okay, we are almost on the clock here. Let's see if would Amari be your guy? I do see him here.
Man, I guess I'd go Amari over Melvin. Yeah.
I got him in the queue, so we're okay. David Johnson.
All right. Yeah. Is there any sneaky late round studs?
Stephon Diggs is gone.
Oh, okay. Diggs has just moved up.
That would have been real nice. That would have been
not so bad. That's not so bad.
I can't believe for some reason I would have. Oh, Darren Waller, also not too bad.
Yeah.
Is Waller still here? Oh, wow. It's too late, but we could have taken Waller, who's higher up on ADP.
We may get a shot at him again if we pass the next randomizer.
That's true.
We're coming back around again, aren't we?
You're already a pro because I start talking and forget to spin the wheel, and then the chat yells at me. Here we go.
The chat up now.
Josh Norris banging us to draft Chris Conley. Get out of here.
No, he's my late round steal.
No, he is my guy though. Andy has to draft a player that has a well-known nickname on the fantasy footballer show here.
Okay. Well, we don't. Derrick Henry's not there anymore because the Yeti he's gone. We have some time, don't we? Where are we at?
We are up here in. Let's see. We are up. Where are we? We're up in 5 seconds.
Oh, great. Brandon Ayukin.
Okay.
Flying V, Will Fuller, T.Y. Houston. So you can go T.Y. Hilton, Big Herb, Justin Herbert.
Okay, keep tossing these out, and then we'll decide here.
Hunter Henry.
Okay.
A.J. Villain.
Do you have a nickname for Clyde Edwards-Helaire?
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
Oh, this is the right way to play it. Oh, no, nothing for Justin Jefferson.
CeeDee Lamb.
No.
Najee Harris.
Not yet.
Okay, Brandon Ayuk it is.
It is Brandon Ayuk. Oh my goodness.
What's the origin story to that nickname?
That is oh my gosh. What is a Street Fighter reference?
Okay.
That's going back to Mike would throw out the Ayukin. So
this is bad, but I have a very negative connotation of Street Fighter because I tried to go into their NFT project, and it was one of the worst experiences I've ever had. So when I hear Street Fighter, I recoil.
It soured the history of Street Fighter for you?
Yeah.
Oh
have you been messing? I've seen you in the Top Shot streets. You're messing around there.
Yeah. I have a lot of Top Shot losses. Just a plethora of Top Shot negative value assets. So no, if they come up, we buy. I mean, it's fun. We open the packs and we jam out to the music around the office. So it's been a blast.
Have you guys done any formal Top Shot content, or you guys just stay in your lane?
No, we haven't done anything formal. Very informal. Like I invested. What did I do? I did one of those Cool Cats things. And I spent way too much money on one of those Cool Cats collections, and then saw all the values dip down. So I'm hodling until the next big wave.
Okay. See, you guys are smart because you just on your channel, you have this genius idea of what if we just did fantasy football.
Right.
Meanwhile, I play chess and do NFT projects, and Google hates me for it.
Hey man, you got to do what you love to do. People always want us to do baseball. I'm like, no, we're not going to do baseball.
Yeah. Are you a Diamondbacks fan too?
Yeah, big Diamondbacks fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys, you need like fantasy footballers after dark where we talk about the things we're actually interested in.
we get that out on the Spitballers. That's our like pure distraction. We don't even we don't prep for that show. We just get to talk about anything but fantasy. We either do all fantasy or no fantasy.
That's a good way to do it.
But it's a good time.
Yeah, the Spitballers. Please check that out if you guys have not. Fantasy Footballers, Spitballers. You got the draft guide out.
That's right. Ultimate Draft Kit.
Let's see what we got on tap here. Draft a failed my guy. A player previously named a my guy who vastly underperformed expectations. Hopefully this isn't too painful for you.
Well, I mean, obviously all my picks have been perfect. So this is a very difficult it's subjective, right? Failed. Would you let me see who's on the clock. Go to the running backs here. We got
let's see here.
I'm assuming Mixon's long gone, right? I mean, and Josh Jacobs, you could call, is he a failed my guy last year? Not really, right? I mean, would you consider Josh Jacobs last season good or bad?
I would consider it bad based on where he was drafted in the late first of drafts.
So does that mean he qualifies for this answer? Because we can go back to real failures. We could go back to Tyrod Taylor in Cleveland before the injury, before Baker came on the scene, and you could draft Tyrod if you want to bury me. Maybe that's the penance I deserve.
It feels like we have an okay team though right now.
Cooper Kupp last year, is he a failure?
That's a tough question.
I think compared to ADP, he probably was.
I think you're probably right. Has there been a guy in the past? Brian just took Jacob, so that's even off the table here.
Okay, so
is there
Tyrod is tantalizing us?
Is that the guy that you pounded the table for? Was it last year?
What's hard is when the other two fully disagree, and so they were both telling me I was an idiot, and he got hurt in the second game, the first game of the season, and it was just a disaster. So, man, he was the one that I've gotten the most crap for. I feel like when I picked Cam a couple times, but he's been good when I picked him.
I was with you on the Tyrod because I was looking at a bunch of my best ball drafts last year, and I was taking him as my second and third quarterback in so many drafts, just thinking that he was going to play most of the season. And so I'm with you on that. But boy, I would love for you to have another my guy who failed that isn't Tyrod Taylor.
I'm trying to remember my guy picks for 2019. I'm trying to find them.
All right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put Tyrod Taylor in the queue.
You have to put him in the queue.
It's okay.
Carson Wentz. I mean, you could go Carson Wentz.
So was he another one of your?
Yeah, he was a my guy, and I think he finished outside the top 10 that year.
Okay,
if that's a failure,
you know what?
I think it is.
It is, but I want to stick with the purest form of it. Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, I mean, this is the. I deserve this. Let's put it that way. I deserve Tyrod Taylor on this team.
Let's see here. Here we go.
What do we
draft a player that is on the Footballers UDK list of 2021 bust. Do you have an encyclopedic knowledge of this bust list, or can you pull it up for us?
I can grab it. So I'm going to give you some choices here.
Okay.
But this is just breaking news. I mean, these are revealed on Tuesday in the UDK. You got Big Ben. You got Big Ben on that list. You got Melvin Gordon on that list.
Okay.
Miles Sanders is on that list.
Okay, Miles Sanders gone. Oh no, Miles Sanders is right here.
Oh, that could be good or bad, depending on whether we're right. Hollywood Brown.
Okay.
Gallup is on that list.
All right, and look.
So that's a good amount of choices.
You don't have to. If you give the milk away, they're not going to buy the cow, Andy.
Don't worry, I left some really, really sneaky busts hidden away.
So Frankie, of course, wasn't going to give us the easy gimme of Miles Sanders based on ADP. It seemed like Marquise Brown was maybe the next.
Is Thielen still there?
Thielen is gone.
Thielen's gone.
Wait. Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah. So we've got Hollywood, Gallup.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we got to see if Hollywood gets to us, which is I've never been rooting for Hollywood to get to me before. But
all right. So what's your bear case? We are going to end up taking Marquise Brown. Give me the UDK bear case on Marquise Brown.
It's that pie, man, that passing pie. It's so itty bitty. And now Rashad Bateman's coming in there, and you just can't lean on a player like that who you don't know who's going to get a consistent amount of targets on a weekly basis. So, you 4 times as a wide receiver 2 last year, and now you add Bateman? I mean, that's
Yeah, and especially where we're taking him in the 5th round, doesn't seem like a great pick, Andy.
Not a great pick. I think he'll bust.
I think he will.
Did he just go to us?
He did.
Oh, okay.
We did. So far we have Tyrod Taylor as our quarterback. Travis Etienne took him 2nd overall. But our wide receivers are fine. Amari, Ayukin, and Marquise Brown.
Is Tyrod going to be the starter for Houston?
I'm begging him. Otherwise, this team is dead on arrival.
You tell me. He might be, but now I'm rooting for a really weird scenario there. Dang, I think he will. I think that's how I statted the Texans.
There you go. Are you so you mentioned the Marquise Brown thing. Are you in on Rashad Bateman then? Is he the beneficiary of Marquise Brown busting?
I think it's just really hard to I think he's a great player. I think he's more of a red zone threat. Andrews, he succeeded there. on lower total volume because he was effective with that efficient offense. So, yeah, I mean, I think I'd like Bateman more than Brown just for the kind of unknown. What if they throw the ball more? Like, Hollywood's a great player. That's the thing that stinks, is he's actually a really good wide receiver. He just exists in a space that, I mean, none of the free agent wide receivers even wanted to go there.
Yeah, and I think we know what Marquise Brown is at this point, where there's the chance that Bateman could become their alpha. Mm-hmm. There it is. Yeah, I dig that. Speaking of rookie wide receivers, I'm pretty hyped on Rondale Moore. Are you guys out in the desert excited about him?
I know Mike is over the moon that we ended up with him in our backyard. I also think it means that we mercifully said goodbye to the Andy Isabella project.
Yeah,
which, I mean, this is like Donjic and Ayton, right? Like, we've got Isabella and Metcalf to think about for the rest of our natural lives as Arizona fans. But Moore's great. I mean, now you give him a shot. I'm pretty excited to see what Kyler can do with this offense. The guys are not big Cliff fans, and I'm not. I'm like middle of the road on Cliff. So
yeah, I once read a book called The Perfect Pass about the air raid offense, and Cliff Kingsbury is deified in that book, and I was very angry from what I've seen from the dink and dunk horizontal raid. So I'm frustrated with Cliff.
Yeah, with the what is it, the DeAndre Hopkins route bush? Like four routes within the 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. He needs to figure out the red zone too. So he's getting saved by Kyler.
I feel like the big question for fantasy and Cliff this year is going to be, how stubborn is he going to be with AJ Green? Like, that's the question for me.
That's a fair point, because bringing in the veteran, he's going to be out there week one, and if he doesn't have it, are we seeing more? Are we seeing Kirk, or is AJ Green going to be running routes all season?
I know. With my luck, I've been a big Christian Kirk truther for a long time, and it's just my luck that this year I get really excited about Rondale Moore, and we get like the 4th year breakout for Christian Kirk. That's just how it has to happen.
Yes, no doubt about it. Kirk's a great player, man. He's just got to stay healthy.
I know. Yeah, and again, that whole thing, it's like the whole point was to have like this vertical offense take shots downfield, and it just seems like they don't want to do that much.
No, and he's been anything but clutch when it comes to like high intensity situations, high pressure situations, play calling and game management. Like, yeah, we'll see. This will be the final real shot for them to improve and make the playoffs.
All right, we got my guy Scott Simpson with this one. Pick a player one of your co-hosts love and you hate this season. Do you guys have any disagreements that have been brewing?
Well, I mean, Jason loves TJ Hawkinson. I don't hate Hawkinson though. Like, I don't despise putting him into my lineup. Cam Akers is long gone, obviously.
I'm going to put Hawkinson just in the queue, just
put
to
him
give
in there
us
just in case.
With.
I'm going down the list here. Let me see who you've got if they love any of these guys. The inverse is probably true of Montgomery. They both hate him. I'm okay with him.
Okay.
Javonte Williams probably fits that bill. I think Gordon will get more work for too long. Jason has Golladay up there, and I have Golladay pretty low.
It looks like Golladay. Yeah, I mean, I feel like
still around.
Where you're down on him. I am too, right?
Are you?
Oh, I'm just asking you if I'm down on him. Yeah.
Yes,
hey, Andy, am I down on Kenny Golladay?
Yes, you are. You've thought about it a lot, and you've decided that Daniel Jones is Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I mean, that one's so tough
he's a good player. I mean, it's a tough situation.
And I feel like his ADP is completely buoyed by the fact that last year Diggs and Hopkins changed teams and kind of buck that narrative of wide receivers changing teams. But it's like Diggs and Hopkins are in a different tier of player than Golladay. And I've
already heard that argument on the show when I've been down on Golladay. I've heard that. And, do you think Kenny Golladay is getting 150 targets in New York? I mean,
no.
I don't think so.
I'm still a Darius Slayton truther too. So I'm like, I mean, he might not even surpass Darius Slayton. That's where I'm at, Andy.
I know. And the Daniel Jones experience that's a tough one. He's not good. And I don't think he's going to have the third year breakout.
Yeah. Daniel Jones is going to have, I mean, he's the Mitch Trubisky guy, right? Where it's like, it's 90% of the season is awful, but he'll win someone the Millie Maker 2 weeks this year with a 50-point game.
No, and that's the hard thing anymore in the NFL is like if you play quarterback, I mean, the odds of you having a few burst games, they're there, and then everybody can point to those as like, this is what could happen, and I just don't see it with Daniel Jones.
Hang on, Andy. We did too much talking and influencing because Kenny Golladay went. Did you say you guys have had some arguments about Javonte Williams?
Sure. We've had some Javonte Williams arguments. I would say we've had. This is a player they love. Is that right, or is it the inverse?
This is a player they love that you hate.
Oh my God! Did we just take somebody?
No, we're on the clock after this. Is Javonte a guy you love?
No, this is not a player that I love. This is a player that they love, and I'm probably lower on.
So what is your bear case? Just Melvin Gordon's going to be way more involved than people want?
Yeah, I mean, it's just going to be an annoying platoon situation, and I know that they traded up for Javonte, but I think he was pretty effective last year, and man, I don't know, the Teddy Bridgewater, Drew Lock experience, I just don't know if we'll get enough from Williams in year one. I think he's a great player, but I think we could take him.
All right. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Javonte, I honestly don't mind him at this price.
Where are we at right now? I'm not even paying attention to the round.
You shouldn't be. We just picked at the 6-11, and we're about to pick here in a second, and I just reminded myself I need to spin.
So in that world where he's a Kareem Hunt range, is he still on the board?
He's Kareem Hunt's gone.
Okay.
But that's generally kind of the range. The guys I draft with who are in here, they're wow. We got to do this quick.
Okay.
In honor of the Fire and Ice segment, you do on your show, you have 30 seconds to name 10 Game of Thrones characters not from the Stark or Lannister families. If you succeed, draft whoever you want. If you fail, you must draft Andy Isabella. I am not a Game of Thrones person, so this is going to be very hard.
If you had left me Starks and Lannisters, I don't get this right. Remembering names is like literally the worst thing that I can do. You're trying to write down on a piece of paper.
We're on the clock.
I know. I don't have anybody that I can remember right now.
Okay, I'm putting Andy Isabella in the queue right now.
I mean, the odds of this happening.
Go. We have 15 seconds, Andy.
Okay. Daenerys.
Okay, that sounds right.
Who's the guy who died? Oh, no, he's a Stark. That's Eddard Stark. Joffrey.
No, you can do from the Stark or Lannister fan. I read that wrong.
See, they took him away from me.
All right, we took Andy Isabella.
Yeah, there was no hope. If you had given me the Starks, I might have gotten close.
Did you watch?
I was a huge fan. Yeah, absolutely. But you just took the two main families away.
Clearly not a huge fan. Andy,
you didn't watch it?
Andy, I just confirmed you're not a huge fan.
Okay, fair enough.
No, I didn't. I don't know. Sometimes, Andy, there's so much going on in pop culture. Every once in a while, you just got to sit one of them out. I had to sit that one out.
Wait, did this become stubbornness for you at some point?
No.
Because everyone was begging you and you were already a year behind, and then you're like, oh, no, I'm super not interested in that show. And just year after year. That's what it was for Parks and Rec for me. I was like, no, that show's stupid. I'm not watching it.
Here's my thing.
It's a great show. I was stupid.
I'm willing to be convinced. I'm very impressionable with TV recommendations. I'm just not a fantasy guy. Okay. That kind of fantasy guy, right? I'm doing a best ball draft on a stream right now. But I'm not a Lord of the Rings guy. I'm not a Star Wars guy. It just doesn't do it.
I mean, how did you don't try these things out? How did you know that you're not a fantasy guy?
I experiment. I tried it in college once, Andy. It just didn't feel right.
It's a little Harry Potter in college.
Okay, you want to hear a funny Harry Potter story? This is how far it goes back for me. So I wasn't into Harry Potter in high school. This girl once invited me over to her house on a Saturday. She says, Peter, my parents are gone. Do you want to come over and watch Harry Potter? I missed the subtext, Andy, and I said, no, I am good. That's how out on Harry Potter was, that I missed a girl inviting me over to make out with her. I completely missed that.
You were too concerned with your anti-fantasy image that you missed out on the subtext from this wonderful girl who did not own the Harry Potter movie.
There's a butterfly effect version of my life where I make out with way more girls and I enjoy Harry Potter, but that didn't happen for me.
Oh my goodness.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. You whiffed on that one.
Boy, did I ever. But yeah, I did watch the first few episodes of Game of Thrones. It didn't get me. It didn't get me.
That's our producer, Brooks. His same story. We almost let him go, but he's out. He's out. Nice. Hey, man, you have an image, and you've carried it on. Clearly, you've carried it on through your formative years.
Guys, I was just trying to find the real fantasy football. Okay, that's the one that resonates with me.
Right. Wow, I failed that Game of Thrones one hard.
I hope Jackie isn't watching. I'm sorry, Jackie. I should have come over.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Draft someone who has caught a reception from Andy Dalton in a regular season game in the last 4 years. We're clearly doubling up on our Andy names here. This is tough. Andy Dalton.
Gallup just went, didn't he?
Right. And that was part of your bust list too, right?
Yeah. So that, I mean, you're going to go back to, I guess you go back to Cincinnati?
So we could go to Cincinnati, or we're going to end up having to take, Tony
Tyler
Pollard.
Did
Tony Pollard?
There? Yeah, he probably did.
Tyler Boyd is gone.
Higgins is gone too then?
Higgins is gone. I mean, we might have to take Dalton Schultz if Tony Pollard goes.
Oh, gross.
I'm just getting us ready in the queue.
Yeah, or Cedric Wilson.
Oh my
Gross. Yeah, we got to look up. Were there any? AJ Green.
Oh my God, you're
AJ
right.
Green could end up on our team here.
Oh my God, you're right. That is so gross.
That's the. You mean starting wide receiver for the Arizona Cardinals, AJ Green? Now,
okay, Tony Pollard does go. You guys are just snipers. They love seeing us squirm here.
Well, see, this is a win-win then for us and the snipers, because they either end up with AJ Green or we do. So
someone in the chat mentioned Gio. That's another good one.
Oh, that's true. Gio's on the board.
Wow.
Wait, now I'm starting to think of Eifert.
Oh man, who is Eifert still even? He's on the Jags still.
Is he still playing?
Or did that not? Have they not?
All of a sudden, I'm watching Jermaine Gresham in my head catch passes. That's not going to work.
This is really gross, man.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
When you put it this way, Andy Dalton hasn't thrown. I guess we're in the 8th round, so I mean, to be fair,
man, I can't think of anybody else off the top of my head.
Yeah, I mean, it's Bengals, Cowboys. He hasn't thrown any passes to Bears yet.
Yeah, Uzama.
I think it's AJ Green, Bernard, or Dalton Schultz. I think that's it.
I think if there was ever a list, AJ Green would be a top. This would be the one.
I feel
like did it.
For Andy on, I dare. Hey, snipe! You guys like sniping us? Take AJ Green right now.
That's what I'm saying.
You.
That's what I'm saying.
Do it, Belair. I see you on the clock. Take him. We need to spin though. I must learn from my mistakes.
Yes, sir. We ended up with the turn.
It's brutal. Oh
great.
Okay. This is funny. Andy has to denounce his Arizona Cardinals fandom on Twitter. If he refuses, you must draft a QB beyond 216 ADP.
That's not good.
It's not good. I mean, I don't want to tell you, like, you have a big Twitter following. You know, I mean, this team means a lot to me, but this is up to you, Andy. Like, how are you going to play this?
I think I have to. I think I have to do this. Our team needs a legitimate pick here.
Andy, is Andy going to do this for us right now?
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
Okay, Andy. Andy's going to Twitter. Okay, perfect. We have a few seconds. Frankie, please take the full clock right now, if you don't mind, so we can we see what Andy tweets out here.
All right. Mission accomplished. It's
out.
My
Andy, you did it. Let's see what this is. I denounced my Arizona Cardinals fandom to Peter Overzet in the world. That is all. Thank you. Andy, you have earned whoever you want to pick here. This is how you're a true grinder. You just put that tweet out to get some EV at 9.2 in this draft.
Yeah, I didn't realize how bad the board already was. Melvin Gordon he might be the pick.
Oh, no.
Melvin Gordon might be the pick. I'm looking at our team. We got Javonte already. I hate doing that stupid stack, but look at my options.
Wait,
David Johnson. Okay, maybe David Johnson. I don't know.
No, you don't want to take two Broncos running backs, do you?
No, I don't want to. Give me an option at running back right now that you like more than Melvin Gordon.
I mean,
it's this. We need.
How about
running
James
back.
Conner? How about James Conner, your guy in Arizona?
Don't we have AJ Green?
Why would we need James Conner when we have it?
Do we need to replace Tyrod at some
We have
point?
We have 8 seconds. Andy,
okay.
You won this.
Melvin
What do you
Gordon.
want?
Take Melvin Gordon.
Oh my God.
Take him. Take him. I'm
Okay.
fixing. Remember, Javonte was the bust pick I didn't want. I'm fixing it.
Okay.
And there'll be a real seamless transition. After 11 weeks, they're going to just say, okay, Melvin, step aside. Javonte, you're the guy. We'll be perfect.
I do just kind of want to update everyone on what happened.
That was not worth the tweet. Melvin Gordon is not worth that tweet.
That's what I was just going to summarize.
Oh,
Andy
gross.
sent out a tweet to 150,000 people saying he no longer loves the team that he loves for the right to take another Broncos running back in a draft that doesn't matter.
Look, man, I was trying to step up to the plate.
You did.
I tried to step up to the plate. And I have regrets.
Let's see. Let's see.
It would have been worse if I had done all that to draft James Conner. I will tell you that right now. Looks like I can sell it as an NFT, though.
Sell it as an NFT. Make your money back.
That's right.
You deserve this. Let's see here.
I feel sick to my stomach right now. Yeah.
Ryan's welcoming you to the 49ers.
I've never been recruited before. Yeah, this will be good.
That's right. You could do like the way the NBA players do it, right? Where they want to be courted by all the teams. Didn't Matt Harmon? I think Matt Harmon did a thing like that where he was
did.
up for
his new favorite team. It was like his I think 49ers won that one. I think
what
he did
would
it a couple times.
What would be your, if you could pick another team to root for, who would it be?
Probably the Packers would be the one that I've like been a fan of for, other than the Cardinals for the longest.
Yeah.
Although it's kind of meh right now. Like the sentiment around Green Bay is not roses.
Are you, is there any, can I leave a candle on for Jordan Love, or is he just donezo?
No, I think you can leave. We've had that argument on the show. I think like it would be pretty stupid to say like his career's over.
Yeah.
Like that's anger over the pick. That is like, poor guy, he gets drafted to the worst / best situation depending on how it plays out for him. But, everyone hates him and they think he stinks because he's up against Aaron Rodgers.
What's going on with Aaron Rodgers? Because he's doing Jeopardy. He's now playing this golf match. He's in Hawaii on vacation. Is this guy just over football?
He might be. He might be over football. And I still think, like, give me your odds on, break 100 points up to coming back, retiring, or being traded. At what percentage for each one?
So I'm more kind of like the most likely outcome is him coming back. I just feel like there's a lot of chatter. So I would say I think it's like 80% he comes back, 10% he gets traded, 10% he retires.
Okay. Yeah, I've been the other two guys think he's out of there. And I think the odds are that he's coming back and it'll probably involve some cash money and then he'll walk in smiling and we'll move on. I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah. I think what's crazy is just that the team has refused to give him an olive branch with just like a single weapon through any of these drafts. It's like we've passed a lot of loaded drafts and you guys have just refused to give him one wide receiver.
It's silly. I mean, the whole thing is ridiculous. And, he comes out and what did he say in the interview the other day? The fact that he was like, he said the wrench was thrown in because of how well he played. It's like,
yeah.
To me, that just says contract. I mean, that just says like, okay, there was an offer. We fought about it. Then I went out and proved that. And then they made the same offer. And it's like, no, I'm worth more now.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a messy situation. All right. RKFD, he's the workhorse with the suggestions. Shout out to Jonathan. Draft a player that currently plays in a city where the footballers have done a live show. You guys have done a lot of live shows. Do we got some good options here?
Yeah, we do. We have we got Phoenix. We got any of the LA teams.
Okay.
Anyone in New York.
Okay. Michael Carter.
Okay. Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad.
Have you guys done one in New Orleans?
No.
Okay.
We've got Minnesota. Anywhere in Minnesota?
I don't see a Minnesota here at the top. Have you guys done Miami?
No, Miami.
Okay. Evan Ingram, if we're going to count for
you could count that one.
Looks so like, what other cities have you guys done?
We've done
Nashville?
Tennessee.
Okay.
We've done Toronto.
They count. Wait, isn't Toronto wanting to adopt the Bills? Can we count that?
Ooh, at this point in the draft, that's pretty close geographic wise. Man, Michael Carter isn't so bad, but then somebody's gonna probably snake him.
Oh, they will. They will. They love to watch us squirm. Where are some other? What's a destination you would love to do a footballer show?
There's a lot of places. Man, it would be fun to do something in Florida. That's for sure. That'd be a good place to go. Louisiana's a great town too. You mentioned that one. Something in Denver would be sweet. Yeah,
Denver would be dope.
Yeah, we got to get back out on the road next year. This was not the time to be traveling.
Last year. I would love for you guys to do more shows, so this prompt is less difficult, Andy. That's selfishly why I want you to do them more.
And we are running out of options.
How about you come to Boston so I can come see you guys?
I've done a Boston show. We've done.
You did a Boston?
We did.
Okay, all right. So New England guy. So they just sniped all of our picks here.
San Francisco. Anybody there?
Indy, Did you say you did Los Angeles?
Yes.
Okay, yes. Darrell Henderson. Oh, and you said you did Minnesota?
Yes.
Irv?
Yeah, we need a tight end.
Okay. You're right. We do need a tight end. Is Irv our guy here?
Hey, we could do we did a Dallas show. Does David Johnson count for that one?
Yeah, everything. I feel like you just want us to take David Johnson so bad tonight.
I just don't understand. He's sitting there. This is late. This is late for David Johnson.
Do you want David Johnson or do you want Irv Smith?
I mean,
this is up to you.
All right, take Irv. Take big Irv.
We're going to take Irv.
Yeah.
Thank you for thinking structurally about our team.
Yes, that's just for the first time tonight.
Yeah, you finally put your own selfish desires aside and let us build a good team.
Yeah, that's right.
Ooh, here we go.
Team led by Tyrod.
Oh, baby. Name the last 5 quarterbacks to start for the Arizona Cardinals. If he does, draft whoever you want. If he doesn't, draft Andy Isabella.
The last 5? Okay, I can do this.
Okay, let's go, Andy.
Obviously, Kyler Murray.
Yes.
Before Kyler Murray was Josh Rosen.
Wow.
Right?
That sounds right to me.
Before Rosen was Sam Bradford? Before Bradford was Carson's there, but there's somebody in between Bradford and Carson, isn't there?
Hang on, we do also already have Andy Isabella.
Oh no.
Keep going. We'll figure this out.
Well, they've been wanting Andy Isabella on this roster for a long time, between the Andy and the disaster.
Is it bad that I don't even remember the prompt that made us pick Andy Isabella? It feels like a lifetime ago.
Oh my gosh. So we've got, the last 5 Cardinals quarterbacks.
Kyler, Rosen, Bradford.
And then I'm just trying to figure out if there's somebody between Carson and Bradford. Probably not. We can go Carson. And then before Carson was probably legitimate. It might have been Kevin Cobb.
No way.
It could have been.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know how we verify that quickly, but
what's the next thing? I think out of the spirit of this, do you think you got it correct?
I think if you don't count like a one-off game here or there, I think I got it correct.
Okay, then who do you want? Shit.
Oh wait, we get to pick whoever we want now?
Yes, but
go to quarterbacks.
No, it's Andy. It already happened.
Oh, we already have Isabella.
So I just want to tell you what happened. I put in Christian Kirk as the Q, thinking that's kind of like the spirit of Isabella. And then you convinced me that you got it right. So I removed him from the queue. And then we got the best remaining player, which was Leonard Fournette.
I looked it up. Leonard Fournette. Great. I was kind of right. It was Kyler, Rosen, Bradford, Palmer, and then Skelton and Cobb. So I mean, I think I nailed it, and I would have totally picked Fournette.
Who would have been your pick? So we know.
I would have looked. Who's on the board at quarterback? We need to fix this Tyrod situation.
You're right. Fields, Lawrence.
I would have taken Lawrence, bro. Oh no, Cousins. Yeah, I would have taken.
Oh, you got that stack.
Yeah. I'll take. Cousins.
All right. I don't. We do have to.
The wheels are falling off with this whole at the turn bit going on here.
You know what? I'm always thinking of slogans for this show, and the wheels are falling off is actually perfect, Andy. Thank you. Do you charge royalties for those marketing ideas?
In Ether, yes.
Okay. I did see you're a bit of I see you talking about Coinbase and your Ethereum. Are you in those streets?
I try to lose money as many different ways as possible. I mean, if it's Top Shot, if it's crypto, if I hit the stock market, it don't matter. I'm agnostic in how I lose money.
Yeah, are you in the? I saw what was it? AMC stock was pumping today. Are you in those meme coins, meme stocks?
Sold off my AMC a long time ago, down at the bottom. Don't worry about that. Don't worry. I didn't hold on to it until May. No.
What? Pump your bags. Pump your bags. What are you sitting on now? That's super speculative.
Well, not a lot. I've gotten out of this madness. I decided I don't want to wake up at 2 a.m. anymore, refreshing my Dogecoin numbers. I mean, I'm sitting on Tesla still.
Okay, that
I'm
sounds.
sitting on some options, long term, some GM, like get that electric future going on someday.
Yeah. What about? I mean, where are you at on Elon Musk? Because he's quite the polarizing figure these days.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, what he's doing for the world is great. He's just doing it in an obnoxious fashion. That's what I think. Okay. So he's obnoxious. I mostly like him. I occasionally hate him. His whole manipulation of the crypto space is just ridiculous, and makes you wonder the viability of some of this world, because if one man can tweet and move the markets, it just is trippy. But yeah, I would say 80% like him, 20% hate him.
There you go. Well, one man can also change their fandom in a single tweet. So we've learned tonight that Twitter is a powerful platform.
Yes.
Our prompt: draft a player that shares a name, first or last. Last name can be used as first name with any of the Game of Thrones characters not from the Stark or Lannister. No. Okay. With a current Suns.
All right. Daenerys.
Okay.
Current Suns player. So,
current Suns player.
Do we have a Devin out there? Do we have a...
Ooh, Devin Singletary is right there. Someone will snipe us. They will not let us have
You should
him.
not have clicked that so quickly.
I get excited.
Oh, my gosh. That was great, too, Devin. Cameron, is there a Cameron out there?
Ooh. Cameron Brait. Someone immediately take Devin Singletary.
Okay,
you guys are
Cameron
cool.
Brait is next to be sniped. Cameron Batson as a backup to that, who, we'll see.
DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, DeAndre.
We got DeAndre Carter.
Let me think of the Chris. Is there a Chris? Chris Paul?
Chris is a good. Christian Kirk. Christopher Herndon. Chris Conley.
Oh gosh, it's great. We end up with Conley. What other names?
Hang on, please don't say anything bad about Conley. He's going to be coming on Clip Top Shot again here
Johnson
soon.
Counts because there's a Cameron Johnson on the Suns.
David Johnson. You've been wanting to take David Johnson all night.
Let's go. Why is David Johnson there in the 12th round?
What I've learned is that despite him leaving your favorite team in the world, you are the biggest David Johnson fan.
I'm not the biggest David Johnson fan.
You love him so much.
Yeah, well, I love him in the 12th. Give me him all day long when our options are Cameron Brait.
I thought you had, it's interesting because, our mutual friend and colleague, the counselor, once had a very vibrant relationship with David Johnson. They were actually, he was an influencer for fantasy frames. And then David Johnson goes. But I love how you lost it at me mentioning fantasy frames.
Look, I go way back with you. I go way back with you, buddy. That's not for sale? We can't buy those anymore?
It's pretty. Do you know what's so sad? The first DM I got from you and the first DM I got from Matthew Berry was about the counselor.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, you both were like, I love that you're posting this. And I was like, I wish you guys would have noticed me for some of my other work than reposting the counselor's Instagram post on Twitter, but great to meet you guys.
Look, some things stand out and some people do important work in the space. And you've done some really important work, some focused work in that area. And now, of course, David Johnson's gone.
He's gone. Chris did it just to troll us.
Is there a Paul? Probably not.
Paul Richardson from back in the day.
Paul Perkins.
What team is he even?
Is there a Chris? Is there a Chris out there?
Let's check a Chris here. Otherwise, we are going to have to take Cameron Brait. So it's Chris Conley
or Devontae Booker?
Devonta Booker. Is that your guy?
Oh gosh. Yeah, I mean, I guess he's my guy compared to Chris Conley.
Hey,
Sweet mercy.
Newsflash, everybody buy the UDK. Andy Holloway's my guy, Devonta Booker.
That's right.
People wanted us to take Herndon too, but
Chris Herndon, yeah.
But it's Christopher. Is Chris Paul, does he ever go by Christopher?
Doubtful. Maybe in the State Farm commercials. Who did we end up with?
We ended up with Devonta Booker.
Okay. Good. This team is a disaster. And I gave up my fandom to the Cardinals for this roster.
Must draft a player that has done an intro for the Fantasy Footballers podcast.
Oh man, we have some people that would be at the bottom of this list. We have Deshaun Hamilton's done an intro.
That's sick.
Sutton. trying to think of some people that would not be there anymore.
You're being
I
very
can't
delicate.
draft Eric Dickerson, can I?
Dickerson did it, not Eric Decker.
No, not Eric Decker. Here, scroll down a little bit. Let's just walk through some of these. Kenyon Drake did an intro.
He did.
Yeah.
There you go.
McKissick, Mims.
Kenyon Drake.
Hunter Henry did an intro.
Did he really?
He did. Yeah, Hunter Henry's in there.
Okay, who do you want here? Because we are pretty loaded up on running backs.
Yeah,
you want a tight end?
I guess Henry would be okay.
How was
Is there go to the quarterback list? Is there any quarterbacks that did an intro for us?
You tell
here?
me.
Goodness. Nope. Not looking like it.
How was Hunter Henry's intro? Was he a charismatic man?
Yeah, not exactly. Not exactly.
You're like Lorne Michaels talking about his least favorite hosts from SNL.
Well, I think there were a couple problems. He was pretty formal, and he might have been in a bathroom. I'm not sure, but those two qualities were part of the Hunter Henry introduction.
How does this sausage get made with these introductions? Is this like a cameo type thing?
That's a trade secret. I'm sorry. It's been a mixed bag of some of them have been in person. Some of them have been just when we're interviewing, and then some, I write them a letter, and then it's a long process. They send me a VHS tape.
Give me these trade secrets, Andy, because I need some kind of boost for this show, man. I need it.
Do you have any intros for the chess show? Do you have any of the famous chess guys that do intros for the...
Dude, I send Magnus Carlsen like 19 DMs a day, and he just refuses to respond to me.
That's probably the only guy I would even know.
Yeah, I send him long messages about how I watched,
hey, this is Bobby Fischer. And
I love that movie back in the day.
Heck yeah.
My two favorite movies, the Bobby Fischer and the Pistol Pete Maravich one. Two of my favorite, kid prodigy.
Are you like a closet chess prodigy? Is that?
I am. And the reason closet is actually the operative word because I don't show it on my streams, but actually behind closed doors, I have a chess prodigy, Andy.
Okay. All right. Well, this is good to know. Something to lean into. I'm not sure what the chess podcast world's like, but it may be your time to shine.
You know what? I've tried a lot of stuff, and I'm willing to try a lot of things. I mean, I might become like a Connect 4 streamer, in the next few weeks. Like, who knows?
You seem more charismatic than the average chess podcaster is in my head.
Okay.
So that's a compliment.
My coach Liam was telling me I should get on Twitch. I've been here's what you guys aren't on Twitch, right?
Hold on. You're a chess coach?
My chess coach. That's who I do my streams with.
Oh, okay. You
think I'm just streaming chess by myself?
No, I thought you had a coach to prepare for the stream, and then I thought you were taking that's the next level.
No, my coach makes fun of me on my stream, and everyone in the chat is like, Peter, you're such a goddamn idiot, and they love it, and I hate it.
Okay. Well, now we're working through something here.
Okay, Eric, this was uncalled for. Okay. All right. That's a bridge too far. All right. Too soon. I can't, I'm still trying to get that memory from 2004 out of my head.
Not. Oh man. Dumbledore had a shot.
Yeah. This is the Dumbledore right here, Andy.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are on thin ice with these player selections now.
All right, I could do this one since you already mercifully sacrificed your Twitter account. Put up a Twitter poll with the wide receivers number 5 through 7 in the queue, asking who to draft. Take whoever loses the poll.
I like that though. I like the concept of that one.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's Emmanuel Sanders, Christian Kirk, and John Brown.
Oh gosh, because it was 5 through 7.
Andy, I'm not gonna lie. I think polls are like one of the most lazy things you can do in Twitter engagement. I don't think I've ever done a poll in my life, non-ironically. This is big for me.
This is a big moment. Well, you're gonna get some real data here.
It's Thursday night.
14th round.
You're drafting with a footballer. You're on the clock.
Brown. What was it? John Brown.
What you do. Okay, it was John Brown.
Yeah.
All caps. Whoops.
Oh gosh, who were the other two names?
I think it was Emmanuel Sanders.
Oh, gross.
Hang on. This is changing in real time.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. John Brown, Diami Brown, and Tyro Williams. That's what we're going with.
Well, I think Diami Brown just became a member of the franchise. Tyrell and Diami Brown.
Hang on. How do I get one more up here? How long do you do polls? How long should I do this one for here?
Perfect.
We're going to do a 5 minute
poll. I've never done a 5-minute poll. This is new. But I am going to be voting on this poll for our benefit.
I'm posting it in the chat. Please, I need these. It's Thursday night. You're drafting with a footballer. You're on the clock. What you do?
Man, so I need to not vote for John Brown here or something. Okay, perfect.
Let's see.
I am your only vote at this moment. Okay, we're up to 2.
My Twitter engagement's been rough these days, Andy.
Well, this is this is going to get it up. I mean, this is going to the moon. This is for the hard hitters, the 14th rounders.
Will someone please vote this poll?
Okay, Tyrell is currently our pick because we're at 37 votes on my screen right now. See, I've got it.
I have a dead heat
You're getting
on my
cashed.
screen.
You're getting cashed.
I'm cashed, dude?
Yeah,
Please don't cash me, bro.
I've got 37 votes. Right now, it's Diami at 37%, John Brown at 35%, and Tyrell at 27%.
This is tight. Okay, all of them are still here. Let me just get them in the queue.
Yeah, we gotta get Tyrell up at the top right now.
Okay, this is getting real tight here. Whoa. Did I just do the developer tools on Chrome?
Your internet is over. It's done.
What is going on with my screen?
You're
right
in
now?
the WordPress admin for Underdog.
This is just revealed how I get all those 101s on Underdog.
You just scroll up. Tyrell is in last place after 73 is what I got.
What's going on?
I hope
with my
you
Twitter
get the top of the Twitter again. I hope you get the blank top. Tyrell's looking. You better put him up at the top of our queue.
It's looking like Diami. Oh yeah, we have to take the last.
We're the last place.
I got so excited.
I know.
Andy, I mean,
you've been dying for Tyrell on this roster for quite some time.
You know what? This
they
is
call
what
him
I'll
the Chris Conley of Detroit. I mean, this is
be nice. This is what I'll say about Tyro Williams. Hate him in managed leagues. Love him in best ball, Andy. Absolutely, just a total best ball pick.
Love him. Love him.
Okay. We must spin. We are drafting Tyro Williams. I dare you to snake me on Tyro Williams.
Oh.
All right. We locked it.
Oh, baby. Now we're rocking.
Draft a player that has been on a Ballers nickname shirt. This is kind of like the nickname prompt from earlier, but we can actually pull up the shirts here.
Yeah. Let's go back in time here.
What's the quickest way I can
go
get
shop
to
Ballers, shopballers.com. You'll be able to grab them. And then I'm going to pull some of these up too.
Okay. Let's see what we got here.
Look at this. We're going to need bottom of the barrel nicknames here. Yeah, type nickname up in the top and you'll get only nickname shirts.
Well, God, you guys are just
I know.
fucking SEO
pros. It's like we name it what it is.
The nickname shirt? No.
Any of them. You just control open any of them.
Okay.
So we've got Hunter. Okay, so Wayne Gallman is one of them because it's Bruce Wayne Gallman.
Who's Ja Rule?
Matt Rule, the coach.
Okay. Phillip Rivers?
Yeah, Pete Rivers not going to be a good pick here.
AJ Villan already on the team. Hey, how about this? Bruce Wayne Gallman, the new number 2 in San Francisco.
Don't we already have like another backup running back in San Francisco?
Hey,
Devontae Booker. We have Booker and we can combine him.
No, Booker's on the Giants.
Okay, sorry. Yes, I was flipping him. Gallman was on the Giants. All right. Okay. We have
let's see.
Darnold, Schwarzenegger. We could get Sam Darnold.
We do desperately need a quarterback.
Desperately need Sam Darnold, something nobody has ever said before.
This is a godsend.
This is important. This is
really
a
godsend. Everyone, please buy this nickname T-shirt because it saved our asses tonight.
You could go Infinity Stone, which is Frank Gore.
Hang on. You got to explain some of these nicknames to me. Tariq the Dinosaur Hunter. Where the hell did that come from, Andy?
Well, look, we're not proud of any of these. Let's be clear. That's a Turok reference from Jason, maybe? Do you remember Turok the Dinosaur Hunter in 64?
Is that a fantasy? Is that fantasy? Is it fantasy?
Oh, okay. Yeah, there was this our dinosaurs fantasy.
What's the name of the show?
It was Turok it was a game.
Turok.
It was a video game.
There was actually a chick in middle school invited me over to play Turok the Dinosaur.
And you refused. You wouldn't be caught dead playing that.
No.
I don't think Mark Walton should be on our short list. Did we end up with Darnold? We did.
We did. We got Darnold.
Oh,
and
sweet mercy. He saves our team.
The chat is mad at me that I don't know Turok.
Okay, so we've got some Turok truthers out there.
This is where I'm in such a tough spot because I'm supposed to be able to say like, while you guys were all doing this nerd shit, I was hooking up with girls, but I've already told you that I wasn't. So
you were not willing to do either. The
wasn't
nerd
doing
shit or
either.
hooking up with girls. Neither was an option for Pete.
What
He
the
was
hell
playing
was I
chess. You were playing chess, and I know you were.
doing? I wasn't,
Just
because I'd be
admit
a
it.
lot better at chess if I did.
You were doing nothing. You were watching Reading Rainbow. I don't know what you were doing.
I think I was probably playing poker.
Oh my gosh.
I alienated lots of people over a 2-year span for doing nothing other than playing poker.
Were you the online poker? Were you living? The
No, we
online
were
life?
playing home games. My friends and
Oh,
I had
wow.
a streak of 103 consecutive days of playing home games. At the time,
Wow.
we were proud of it. Saying it now, I feel less proud.
I had a streak of 103 days playing World of Warcraft. Oh my goodness! All right, we got to spin again. We got to figure out this next.
Yeah, so we have 3 picks left.
Oh, okay, all right, I can see
let's-
the board now.
Let's take stock of our team. Tyrod Taylor and Sam Darnold, perfectly adequate. Travis Etienne, we
This is
cornered
zero quarterback league.
0 quarterback, robust Broncos RB strategy. Compliments of Andy Holloway,
You're
who denounced
welcome.
his fandom
You're
to
welcome.
lock up. We have Amari Cooper from the 2015 draft class, which is when
That's
the
right.
baller started. We have Brandon Ayukin, a reference I definitely get from Street Fighter. We have Marquise Brown because he's a bust.
Andy
we-
Isabella, sweet mercy.
Yeah, we have Andy Isabella. We have AJ Green, who is going to probably get 100 targets this year. And we have Tyro Williams because Twitter said so. We have Irv Smith because the footballers did a show in Minnesota, which is, a low-key fantasy capital of the world. Shout out Scott Fish.
It kind of is.
And then we have Hunter Henry, who gave a cameo intro from a bathroom for the fantasy footballers.
That may or may not be 100% accurate. Spectacular. This team looks under the radar, maybe, but primed, ready
Yeah.
to go.
Every last year, I had Cody Carpentier put together an actual best ball league on MFL with all of the randomizer teams
Oh, that's nice.
to track. And I'm hopefully that we can get that going again this year. I have a feeling, Andy, this team might not do that well.
It will fix the Gordon Javante situation for us. The best ball will fix that.
It's a high floor strategy. You're approaching this like a cash game lineup.
Thank you. Yes. Strategically. Oh boy.
Okay, the problem is everyone keeps doing Cardinals.
We have so many Cardinals.
We have so many, but here we go. Pick the most exciting Cardinal player still on the board, but sell the pick to the audience in the driest way possible, unless the pick is AJ Green. We already have him, in which case you must hype the pick as much as possible.
Pull them
So
up. Pull up Cardinals.
Let's do it. I don't even know who. I mean, we're in where are we? We're in
Sweet
Eno
mercy.
Benjamin, DJ Foster territory.
That's
Max Williams,
Keyshawn Johnson. Oh my gosh.
I want you to
All right.
sell me. I want you to pretend like you're a proctor at an ACT exam with a bunch of juniors in high school right now, reading them the instructions. That's how you need to deliver this Eno Benjamin sell.
No. I'm going Max Williams.
Okay.
Imagine for a moment a tight end. And then imagine Max Williams. Everything you think you know about a tight end. I want you to take that and I want you to throw it in the trash can.
Okay.
I want you to look at the intangibles that come with Max Williams. He's enormous. He has a high quantity of tattoos. He will catch the ball if it hits him right in the belly. He is not Dan Arnold by any stretch of the imagination, but he's all we have left. And so I want you to consider Max Williams as a breakout candidate this year.
I'm sold, dude. You just moved his ADP up about 4 rounds with that case.
Well, look, he has the body of Mark Gasol. If you've seen Mark Gasol, you know what you're getting in Max Williams.
I actually don't even know what Mac
That would have been the
Williams-
better sell. The Mark Gasol of the tight end
Oh, wow.
position.
Yeah.
But he really, I mean, that's Will Disley's brother. That's Will Disley's brother right there.
Max Williams looks like he bullied someone in high school. I'm just gonna say it. I
He's
mean,
a big
that's
boy.
the
He's a big
vibe
boy.
I'm getting.
Get him going downhill, and watch out. Watch out.
All right, there you did. Andy Holloway, one of his guys this year.
To be clear, I have
Max
Andy.
Williams.
I have Andy Isabella, Max Williams, and AJ Green on this roster, right?
You're such a homer, dude.
Oh my gosh.
You're such a homer.
I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled.
Oh wow.
Dude, I don't even. This one doesn't. You're singing this.
Okay.
Because
I don't even know what song this is.
I don't know this song. And I don't have a voice.
Hang on. I need to do an edit because I don't even know this song. Oh no, sorry. I just panicked. This is still the Max Williams pick. So we're good on that. I've made that mistake.
Song?
Dude, I don't know.
Wait, that's a Christmas song.
Yeah, what if we did Green Days where they go on holiday?
This is not going to work for me. Daenerys Targaryen.
I'm just doing whatever I want now, which is I want to do the Green Day holiday while substituting your name for it.
Yes, this is all on you. This one is all on you.
God, they got ads on here. Imagine putting ads on your YouTube videos. I did it. Here we go. This is going to get the video demonetized. Holiday by Green Day, karaoke version. 404,000 views. Say hey. I don't know this song.
Oh man.
Hear the sound of the falling rain coming down like an Armageddon flame. The shame, the ones who died without a name.
Oh, this is good.
Please, we're on the clock.
This is the Max Williams route version. Dude, Penn State.
Who's from Penn State? Hang on, I need to get the line in here.
I'm looking.
Where does he say holiday?
That's the part you know?
That's the part I know.
KJ Hamler, Penn State.
KJ Hamler. Shit.
Pat Fryermuth. Deshaun.
On holiday.
Okay, you nailed that part. That was you nailed it. You nailed that part in contrast to the rest.
And we drafted DJ Foster.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
How do I have another Cardinal?
I think he was in the queue from the previous prompt, and I didn't get
disaster.
KJ Hamler in time.
This is a disaster.
And I didn't even say Holloway. I said holiday in the moment.
Look, you tried.
I tried.
That was 17th round stuff right there. And that's not bad for the 17th round.
And you know what I'll say, Andy?
Holloway.
On Holloway. Normally I like pimping the guests out into things, but I was so impressed by you denouncing your Twitter fandom that I felt like I had to fall on the sword.
Do you hear this voice? Is gone. I mean,
you
did the right thing with that one. I wasn't going to be able to break out anything.
Matthew says the wheels have fallen off for sure now. That is the slogan.
Did he send that in the 11th round?
I think this team, it's a cash game team is kind of what I would say.
Yeah. It's in Arizona, like an Arizona centric league. Like we have a shot against other Cardinal homers.
I think what's ironic is that you denounced your fandom and yet you still continue drafting Cardinals. How curious.
It's a tough thing to denounce 37 years. I mean, under the surface, I'm drafting my DJ Fosters and my Andy Isabellas. Cash game strategy here, obviously. But
I actually missed this from last year. I would do these drafts and people would be in the comments not knowing what was going on. And I normally don't get these anymore. Next time you want to burn $25, just give it to me. I do. I really enjoy having.
Is that how you post these? Do you post these as Pete and Andy break down, build a roster together?
Yes. Let me tell you the truth here. Team Poor Sport. Next time I want to waste $5, I'll just give it to you. But I do need you to sign up on Underdog Fantasy first. Use promo code Pete, and then I can donate the $5 to you.
Perfect.
We do have only one more pick. I mean, what would you say positionally is our biggest need right now?
Well, I think it's either it's one of the main positions. It's probably the running backs, the wide receivers, tight ends, or quarterback. I think we got tight end covered. I think we do. How many picks do we have left?
We have one pick, Andy. I
know
know
what, another quarterback wouldn't be so bad. It
You're
really
right.
wouldn't. It really wouldn't be so bad on this roster in particular.
I mean, you do have a lack of faith in Sam Darnold that is, concerning to me, but I mean, I get it.
Consistent with history. Yeah. Give us a prompt.
Let's
we got
do
one
it.
We got one final prompt.
The wheels have fallen off, but we must land the plane.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you could have tied the wheel in right there with that joke, but what do we got?
Oh God. There were so many Cardinals props. I've taken every Cardinals
At least this is not on the Cardinals.
You know what? Should I? Oh, not on the Cardinals.
Yes,
Thank
we're
God.
okay.
I read that wrong. I was like, we can't do another Cardinal.
So highest rank. So this is easy. We scroll it. We find ourselves a stupid player on the other team. San Francisco, Seattle, Los Angeles. Let's see what we got.
Okay.
This is not a great scroll because apparently all their players are gone.
Wow.
Houston, Tampa, New England.
What happened to this division? They're
all gone. Rams. Deshaun Jackson.
I love him in best ball, Andy.
He's a good week one. Man, we need a backup though.
We really need a backup.
And look at this. The NFC West is gone.
What happened to the NFC West?
They're tantalizing. They're all drafted.
They're all gone.
I saw Kendrick Bourne, but now he's not on the 49ers no more.
What the hell happened?
Rams, Tutu Atwell. My goodness.
How many 5'4"? God, who just took? Come on, Brian. Brian has been sniping us all night. Whatever. I dare one of you cowards to take Tutu Atwell.
We better keep scrolling.
Oh, okay. Jimmy G. Is that our Galaxy Brain quarterback play?
17 games strong. Kenny. I almost said Kenny G. Jimmy G.
Okay, who
Sweet
took
and sexy?
KZ, no one wants Tutu Atwell. He's like 5'2", right?
He's getting a little shorter by each round. Yes. He is DeVito height, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's going to translate to the NFL field.
Jimmy
just
G.
personally.
Right. What round was Tutu? Was he third?
I think
second?
so. I don't know. I thought it was like a Make-A-Wish thing.
Oh my God.
Someone took Garoppolo. Womans.
I told you it was going to happen.
What? Who do we even take?
Scroll, my friend. Oh, can you type in SEA? See what we got on the.
Who's the backup quarterback?
Yeah. Oh gosh.
What is going on?
Oh, we can't.
Come on, this search function. I just need to be able to search nickname and get it.
Okay, keep going. We got it.
Let's look at quarterbacks.
Okay.
We need a backup quarterback from the
We need
Geno Smith.
Yeah, I've been eyeballing him actually for the past few rounds.
Dude, this is the Galaxy Brain play.
I didn't want him to get sniped.
Sell me on Geno Smith right now.
Well, I mean, look, he's a player with some experience. Clipboard, headset, familiar with most of that technology. He knows how to get the hype, feel the hype, but then dismiss the hype.
You know what, Andy? Now that you say it, I'm gonna pull the trigger.
I'd grab him. I'd grab him because if there's one thing Russell Wilson is not known for, it's durability. So I think this is Geno's time to shine.
Andy, we somehow landed the plane despite it not having wheels.
There weren't no wheels. There were no engines.
Okay.
We drifted down into, I think, what is a big brain, probably a league winner, maybe.
Okay, this is how we're going to close. I want you to give me the final rundown of this team, and I need you to sell the viewers out there on why this team is going to win.
Well, I mean, I think you just go back in time a little bit. I think that's the key here because you see resurgence throughout this team, the vein of resurgence. Tyrod Taylor, I think we know what he can do in the NFL level in 2014. And then Sam Darnold, Ja Rule, head coach. Darnold, they went out and got him. They wanted him. And then obviously Geno, all of his attributes. I don't need to go into detail there. Etienne is our best pick. And that's the facts. Denver, I think we both know that platoon situation. You can start them both every week. Drew Lock is what gets me going there. Fournette, I mean, he's there. He plays running back.
He does.
And then you've got Amari Cooper and Brandon Ayuk, and they both have the letter A in their name, which I like because my name is Andy. Andy Isabella, obviously, I think we know that. AJ Green, his
Love
name is
it.
Andy as well. So we have a lot of Andys on this roster and a lot of Arizona. And Big Irv Smith, Hunter Henry, Max Williams. Look, no performance anxiety from Hunter Henry. He brought the intro while he was doing the number 2. So we're good to go. We're good to go. This roster's sick.
We did it, man. We did it. Lots of Andys, lots of Cardinals. Even though you are now a Green Bay Packers fan, which I think is exciting for you, man. You got to mix it up.
I renounced my fandom on this show.
You did. Are you going to delete that tweet, Andy?
Look, if the Suns win tonight, I'll pick it right back up. I'll pick up that Cardinal fandom. Because
there you
I
go.
can't live here in the ether of no fandom.
Did you say ether? How are we looking? What's our price?
26.88. I got it in the widget right here. We could go up.
Andy, why don't you guys start using your fantasy footballers platform to pump ether? Because I would really appreciate that too.
You know what? I think Elon has proven that a tweet or two goes a long way. But the follower count's going to have to rise. We're going to have to get that up there a little bit. But
Andy, thank you for hanging tonight.
Right on.
You've been terrific. The UDK is out. You got the fantasy footballers. You got the spitballers. Any other plugs here for the people?
No, man, you're a great host, though. I just want you to know that. You're a fabulous host.
Thank you, Mike. Did you hear that? Did you hear that, Mike Hitman? All right.
All right, guys. Take care.
Awesome, guys. And if you want to get in these drafts, you can become a member to the YouTube channel and hop in the Randomizer Discord. Lots of good suggestions. If you guys haven't signed up on Underdog, new depositors get $25 with promo code PEAK. We're back every single Thursday. Thank you to Andy Holloway. He killed it. You guys are great. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. We'll see you next time.